Alright, I just clicked live once again. Hardly believe it. I almost didn't stream today, but we did it. Crisis averted. Let's make sure that I can see everything though. Put that, okay, I can see the chat. I can see that I'm live on everything. Everything is good health. Alright, there's nothing left to do besides play my first game. And actually, this is kind of exciting because I've decided to level set basically. Over the past, I don't know how many days, I kind of went buck wild with my deck list. My list I've changed multiple times in the last 3 days. However, I haven't been able to, I didn't get the reps in needed to make a well-informed decision basically. I was getting clapped and I made impulsive decisions to take cards out, put cards in, change the planes count. So I'm level setting by keeping it exactly how it is on the net. It's a complete net deck. And I'm just gonna run this until I can't run it anymore. And it will be a very bad start to the video if I immediately lose my one creature. Okay, I didn't. And that's a great sign. Indestructible, add. Okay, I have to get rid of that for sure. Especially since I have 2 seam rips. Yeah, I don't want him to have more mana available to me because that's gonna hurt me in the long run. I kind of want to play Feather of Flight here, but I think Seam Rip is just better. Maybe I can feign as if I have Shard Mages. Maybe he's aware of this deck enough to be scared of that and not play a removal spell. Especially since the screen lit up there for a second, making it seem like I have more to play. I get the Soul Cauldron. That's wild. I know that's a good card, but I don't know what it does, so I'm going to read it. You may spend mana as though it were of any color to activate abilities. Creatures control, okay. Okay, I don't have to worry about that really. But I know that's going to be his main strat, so I got to Seam Rip it, I think. I'm going crazy with the Seam Rips. And because he's tapped out, I kind of want to do Feather of Flight right now. And get my damage in while I can. Yeah, drawing a card here I think is the right play. It'll protect me from removal next turn. And it gives me more of a chance, if I do get removed, to draw a creature and I won't be out of the game. If he doesn't remove it, I'll have follow-up for sure and I'll feel very good about my position. Very good indeed. Okay, there we go. There we go, baby. I level set, and we're back on the winning trajectory. And I'm wondering, so I'm cleaning out this room. This room used to be full of junk, and it still is. However, it's a lot less full of junk. So it's really echoey, and I don't know if that's translating on screen for the viewing audience, but for me, it's echoey, and it's kind of bothersome. Hopefully it doesn't just absolutely ruin like the watchability of the stream. Hopefully it does not, because that would suck. Because this is going to be... Well, actually, I hope to be done with this by tomorrow. That's going to be easier said than done, because I still have a lot left to do. But I think it's doable. And then I'm actually moving my PC and stuff into a very weird location. And I think that location, though, is going to be a lot less echoey, but it could be very echoey still. Another great hand. So the whole reason why I started the charade of adding and subtracting cards from this deck is I kept having 1 to 0 mana hands. But as of right now, I don't see how that even could have happened at all. Okay, let's do a Wonder Weave, I think. And then next turn, we'll be able to do Optimus Scavenger plus a Most Helpful Weaver, have a flyer in the air. So I think that's good. It's a 2-drop, I forgot. Christian, what's up, my friend? Hopefully you enjoy watching someone new to Magic try to get better. I did a level set I went back to the net deck because I was getting kind of crazy in terms of taking cards out, and I wasn't spending the adequate amount of time in my games follow up, and I just kept removing stuff, and it was becoming a problem. So I level set here, and so far so good. This is my second game. I won my first game, and I drew pretty good. All right, this can't block, so I'm just going to attack with this one and not die for no reason. All right, thanks, man. Thanks for being here. Hopefully you enjoy this content. I'm playing mono white aggro. Over the last couple of days, I've been getting kind of clapped, to be honest with you. It hasn't been that fun of a time. He still doesn't have a flyer. So my strategy here is just to buff up my flyer, I suppose, while keep everything else on board for some jump blocks. I'm going to pay the 1. So what this does, it creates a enchantment token. And when I attack with something, I can scry. I actually really like the card when it works well. It's a little slow, but it works when it works. Now I got to scry a plains. Doesn't really help me here, actually. I only have 3 in play, though. However, I think I want something like a Sheltered by Ghost if something gets crazy out of hand. I haven't played that magic card thing before, but I guess I'll watch. Thanks, my friend. What are you into? That's actually a very topical question. Would you watch a stream that is a Final Fantasy playthrough? Because I've never played Final Fantasy. However, it's been really piquing my interest lately. So I've been putting out feelers that people would be interested in watching. Double strike, this might be it. He still doesn't have a flyer. This is game. This is game, baby. All right, let's do it. Boom. I leveled set, and now I'm 2 for 2. That feels good. What also feels good is I'm an insomniac. I don't say that lightly. I was able to take a nap today. I never nap. I can count on one hand how many times I've napped in my life. So I'm feeling pretty good tonight. Pretty darn good. I don't know, but I just wish you luck, man. Thanks so much. That is very nice of you. Very nice of you. My goal is to stream every night. So if you don't like Magic or Final Fantasy, hopefully there's something I stream eventually that will pique your interest. But I appreciate you subbing so much and just hanging out with me, man. Such a nice guy. I'm also on Twitch and Kick and pretty much every single streaming platform. So I think you might be on the vertical stream. I'm streaming horizontally on YouTube as well. So there's something out there hopefully for you. Let's do Veteran Survivor to make it so he doesn't just automatically kill my Optimus Scavenger. That always feels terrible. I'm playing against black. Okay. Since making this creature enters tapped. Perfect. Love to see that. I don't care about that creature either. So that doesn't scare me in the least bit. I actually think I do Wonder Weave instead of Optimus Scavenger here. Crazy enough. I'll save Optimus Scavenger. Hopefully I can draw a land, and then I'll be really cooking. Kurdo! What's up, my friend? Is that a bot or a player? This is a player, so I'm playing against... this is like the standard ladder, so I'm playing against people that are trying to advance their rank. I mean, the season just restarted, so I think I'm in gold right now. So not very high. That was the perfect draw. Yeah, it is a player. All right, do I want to get rid of this? And Kuro, how's your day? Mine's just starting. Hot afternoon here. That sounds good, though. The weather actually just shifted for me, Kuro. So actually, the weather is going to be pretty nice tomorrow. I'm having a pretty decent day, actually. I took a nap. And for an insomniac like me, that's a huge win. That's not a flyer. I will probably buff up my Veteran Survivor. So actually, I feel pretty good. Not bad at all. That's a great draw. And now I got 2 flyers in there, 6 damage right now. In fact, I was sleeping so good that I almost missed my first stream. Since starting streaming, I almost was like, dang, I kind of wanted to sleep streaming. But I was like, no. I rose up like the Undertaker and was like, it is time to stream. So I did it. Sup, Kudo? Kudo! And hey, Kudo, meet Christian. He just subbed to me today. Kuro's a very nice guy, Christian. He lives in Poland, right? I think I have that correct. Poland. Hopefully I remember correctly. I still have sleepy, foggy brain. So forgive me if I'm incorrect. But this seems for a black deck anyways to be a very fair Magic player. Usually when I run into black, they're popping off on turn 1, 2, 3, whatever the case may be. Let's do... I'm going to start scrying. I think I can afford playing a little slow here since I have a creature in my hand. I'm going to auto pay the 1, put it on my Wonder Weave, make that as big as possible, and I guess I'll keep buffing up my Wonder Weave. 5/5, that's 8 damage. Not the best, but he is on a 1-turn clock. That's kind of nice for follow-up play, so I have 2 creatures in it. Okay, I'll take that. That is not bad. Philippines, that's right. Sorry, I knew it was a P. I knew it was a P. Contents do you do? Settinga. Hi there, my friend. Hopefully you enjoy a Magic player that is just starting to get into the game. So I'm not very good, but I'm trying to learn. Have you seen the Modern Champs deck list? No, I haven't. I haven't. I did. Wait, I thought they were playing Standard. Is Standard considered Modern, Kuro? You guys are both in the Philippines? What the heck? That is crazy. That is crazy. Small world. You know what's also crazy about that? Is my girlfriend has visited the Philippines and she loved it. She absolutely loved it. Okay. I'm one of my creatures died, but that's not a big deal. I still have a flyer and I can buff it up 2 times on my next turn. And he's tapped out. So I'm feeling all right with this. And I can't believe what a hot start I've gotten today. I don't need to use Sheltered by Ghosts. So I'll just use Feather of Flight, and I'll put the Feather of Flight on my Spellbook Vinda. I'll put that on a +1. I'll make this a little bit stronger because he wishes he was a baller. And I'll just attack. Oh, I guess I'll auto pay that. Sure. And I'll put it on... I think this already has it, but I'll do this one. Put it on this one. 4/4. 2 attackers. And that is 3 games in a row, guys. This is a hot start for me. I've been used to getting clapped, man. All right. I'm feeling great. Just followed. Thank you so much. Stranger, you're back. I also want to go to the Philippines one day. Yeah, she loved it. Philippines are one of the most hospitable. That's exactly what she said. Basically, it's a 60-card format with older cards available. Yeah, I didn't know that even a tournament was going on. I thought it was just Standard, so I did not see the deck list. I know the final was like an excruciator list, right? For Standard. That was the stream I was watching a couple days ago. But what sucked is the stream kind of crapped out on me as soon as they were in the final. So I missed the best part of the stream, basically, which is the story of my life. But it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, let's see if we can go 4 for 4. Stranger, look at the progress I made today. I made a bunch of progress in packing up, and I don't know if it's coming across. For me, it's really echoey in here. Hopefully, it's not too bad, so it's still watchable. You know what I mean? All right, this always makes me nervous playing Optimus Scavenger turn 1. That is lightning bolt bait, to say the least. Are you talking about the Pro Tour? That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, my finger slipped. I turn on notif so that I can see more of your streams. Champ, use a Dimir deck with a mill strategy. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, I was losing to that deck for the last 3 days, and I remember watching that, and I was like, I felt vindication. Because, do I do Feather of Flight here? Because that's what I was losing to, and if they're the champs, okay, I'm fine with losing to that. Spellbook Vendor or Feather of Flight? Spellbook Vendor, I think. Even though I don't get an enchantment because I can't afford to pay the 1, I still think that was the accurate move there. And also, too, Christian, I'm also streaming horizontally on YouTube. When this artifact enters, each opponent sacrifices a creature. Oof. That was the right play. I don't have to get rid of my Octopus Scavenger. Beautiful play. I'm streaming horizontally if you want to see less of my ugly mug and more of the gameplay. Also, too, I'm on Twitch and Kick, all that stuff. All right, now what do I want to do? When this artifact, craft with creature. I don't think I have to be worried about this, so I don't have to waste anything. Do I just make my thing a flyer and hold up 1 mana? I told myself to stop holding on to Shard Mage's Rescue and just to let it rip for the +1/+1 counters. But I feel like since he already killed one of my things, he might do it again, and it would feel... Actually, that doesn't even target. So maybe I do it. Do I do it? That feels so bad. I'm gonna give myself 1 turn of playing with my old lack of strategy. Thanks for letting me watch your stream. See you tomorrow, or I don't know. Bye. Thanks, man. Hopefully I see you tomorrow. I will be here. Unless, of course, I fail, which is totally possible, but I won't. Each opponent sacrifices a creature of their choice. I should have done it. Instead, each opponent... Sacrifice abilities absolutely suck for me. Does Ward work against sacrifice abilities? I guess we'll find out. Is this your main deck? Yeah, for sure. This is basically my only deck because I just can't afford to craft anything else. I do really want to play a different deck. I just don't have the resources to craft it. Pass. My turn. Another Wonder Weave. I know that this card is probably a main part of their strat. So I just probably should Seam Rip it. Probably should Seam Rip it, I think. Feels bad to Seam Rip without Optimus Scavenger on the board, but it doesn't really feel that bad, to be honest. Do I beef this thing up a little bit? Do I do the 2 damage? Do I play another creature? Okay, maybe I play another creature. Because he's inevitably... If he has a wide board wipe, I'm going to be salty. No, it doesn't. I didn't think so, but I was hopeful, you know what I mean? I think it's much better than the Angel one. I do too. It sadly doesn't because it targets you. Yeah, that makes sense. But I was still hopeful. Okay, that tells me that he really wants this on the board. But what is this? Okay, this is just a 6/5. Yeah, remove Tiny Bones. Is Tiny Bones scarier than this? Each opponent... Oh, discards a card? Man, that kind of sucks. But yeah, I'm getting rid of Tiny Bones for sure. Plus, I think that gives me Ward 2, too. Give me Tiny Bones. That's mine. And I think I'm going to play... And since he's not a flyer... Hopefully, I can be on a little bit slower of a clock than he is, especially since I'm getting life. I'm going to hold that up. I'm going to hold up the 1 Shard Mages, just in case. I think he's just going to have sacrifice effects, but I just don't want to go too ham and regret it. Wistfulness. I know that when I was watching the stream, these like ability to drop 2 color things were really popular. Discard a card, look at the top X, where X is the number of cards. Deceit. Deceit is the one that was super popular when I was watching the streams. Which, granted, is a great card. My turn. I'm getting away with it. Sheltered by Ghosts. The winds of fate is blowing in my direction this game. Unbelievable. And now I got Ward 2/2 on both of my creatures. Let's go, baby! I'm like that baby meme where he's fist pumping. That's how I feel every time I do that. Having a lower mana curve really helps to get that W. It does. It really does. And honestly, I guess I was just getting really unlucky because I went back to my original list. And this list is what got me that 6-game win streak a little while ago. And I just should have taken the unlucky draws on the chin instead of trying to change the list. That's impatient and just stupid of me. The magic gods favor you today. It feels like that, my friend. It does feel like that. Stranger, I think you missed this part of the stream, but I napped today. So I'm feeling pretty darn good. An insomniac napping, that's like winning the lottery. And now that I'm winning on Magic, maybe my brain is just pumping out thoughts at a higher clip than usual because of the nap. Maybe I'm winning because of that. Maybe I would have blown these games any other given Monday night. All right, another great hand. This is unbelievable. So yesterday I was getting 1-2 mana hands, and I had four more lands in the deck than I do now. Unbelievable. Sometimes it goes your way, and today is going my way, I suppose. All right, he's playing. Hopefully I don't get just obliterated by a Badger Mole Cub deck, which is totally possible. I'm going to play a Veteran Survivor, and I'm just going to attack with one Veteran Survivor and not play the Shard Mages. Once again, I know I'm not taking my advice of a few days ago, but I just don't feel like playing it right now without an Optimus Scavenger on the board is that impactful. Okay, do I play a Feather of Flight right now? I think I do, actually. Unbelievably so. Draw a card. Ooh, that's a decent card. I'm going to leave the Shard Mages once again, just because now that it's a flyer, I want to keep it alive. It feels amazing when you can actually nap after lacking sleep. I'm the same way. Yeah, it honestly felt... I was sleeping so well, and so I felt like a baby swaddled up, just happy as a clam. However, and I was so tempted to just keep sleeping that I almost didn't stream today. But I knew if I couldn't let that happen, or I just never stream ever again. When this enchantment enters, draw a card, then you may put a land card from your hand on the battlefield. If you put a cave on the battlefield. Wow, never seen this card before. And I don't think I've... Oh, Cavern of Lost Souls. I guess I've seen caves before, but it seems like if he's building his deck around caves, feels pretty cool. Ooh, love this. Is it a 2-drop? No, it's not a 2-drop. It is a 3-drop. Do I... 1, 2... Okay, I'll still have Shard Mage's Rescue in the hand, but maybe... So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It won't threaten lethal, so I'm saving it. I'm saving it for next turn where it will be lethal. That's what I'm doing right there. When this artifact enters, exile target non-land permanent an opponent controls until this artifact leaves the field. Target is the key word. I left the Shard Mage up. He's getting rid of my flyer. Joke's on him. The flyer's getting stronger. That feels great. And I'm modifying my Wonder Weave. Let's go! Today's I need to go to the grocery store and get myself a lottery ticket. I don't condone gambling, though. Just kind of a thing to say. I regret saying it. And by the way, anyone watching, I think I might have packed it away, which sucks. But I'm giving away a Delighted Halfling, which is like a $25 card, once I reach 25 followers on Twitch. So if you want to win on 25, I mean, you have a pretty good chance of winning that card. Feel free to follow your boy on Twitch. Pretty much the same username across all platforms. Twitch, Kick, YouTube, all the stuff. I'd appreciate it. It would make me a very happy clam. Wow, Kudo. Thank you so much, Kudo. I'll condone gambling for your sake. Thank you, stranger. I hate to say it, but I gamble sometimes. Sometimes it's fun. Needless stress sometimes, though. Like, for example, the Australian Open that just happened, I went undefeated in my bets. I was like a gosh dang savant. It was unbelievable. But honestly, gambling on tennis is kind of a hack, because it's pretty obvious who's going to win most times, especially if you're watching it live. All right, this is another decent... It's not the best hand. It's probably the worst hand I've gotten today, but still better than what I'm used to. I'm seam ripping the crap out of Gran. If I was Santa Claus, I would be running over Gran with all of my sleds multiple times a day, just so until I know she's dead, I'm gonna run over her. Okay, do I play my first creature of the day? I think I do. This is Vigilant. Whenever you draw your second card. Okay, it's a draw deck. That's interesting. I guess aren't we all draw decks? A spider has hit the field. Let's go. I'm doing pretty good. I think I have a chance to win this. Because it doesn't seem like an optimal deck list I'm facing against right now. I am not blocking with my only creature. I know you'd want me to. What is this guy's name? Helios? That's a pretty cool name. Helios has my respect. Okay, since I'm out of lands, I think, and since he has blockers, I think the smart thing to do while he's tapped out is to make my speeder a flyer, a flying speeder, which is actually kind of scary now that I'm thinking about it. A flying spider, I would literally shite myself. A story I told on stream, one of my first days streaming, is that I crashed my car because of a spider once. I was a very young man, and I don't like spiders at all. I bought a car, I was driving it back from the dealership. Unbelievably so, driving it back from the dealership. And I was in stop and go traffic. And what do I see coming from the ceiling and right in front of my face? But a spider. So I stopped driving. Like, I literally was in my own world for that second. And only thing I could think about is killing that spider. It dropped down so fast. I started punching my crotch. And I'm not moving fast. I'm like moving a few miles per hour. I'm trying to kill this spider. I can't really find it. It was blending in with the fabric and stuff. And then I went like, crashed in front of me. It was honestly one of the worst days of my life. I feel shame, regret, and all of it to this day. But we learn from those mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Because I've had spiders in the car since. And what do? I'm 10-2, baby, the whole time. And maybe I'd like do my peripherals and try to punch that spider. But I haven't made that mistake since. All right, what are we working with? Do I do Feather of Flight here? Do I start Seam Ripping his stuff? Whenever you draw your second card, okay, I'm getting rid of his flyer with my Seam Rip. I think that's what I want to do. First things first, I am the realist ripper. I am ripping today, baby. And I don't want to do Feather of Flight just yet, actually. What I want to do... Actually, that won't be lethal. Wait a second. 5, 6 still won't be lethal. I think I'm going to do this. Have 2 spiders on the field. And the fact that those buffs are permanent is actually a little scary. But I have a chump blocker, so he's on a worse clock than I am. He's at 8. He's at a way worse clock than I am. Gran is annoying as hell. Yeah, she's so unassuming about it too. That's the worst part. I almost crashed the car because of a yellow jacket in my car. I hate bees so much. Yeah, that would be terrifying. That would be terrifying. I watched a clip from a movie, and this guy who was drinking and driving. I don't condone drinking and driving. Never do it. Very stupid thing to do. However, he got pulled over for drinking and driving, and he was so prepared for the scenario where he had like a dead bee on his dash. And he was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, officer. I was serving and whatnot. I was trying to get that bee right there." And it worked for him. Kind of smart, to be honest with you. Might get you out of a speeding ticket if you do that once or twice. Oh, wait a second. I think, is that a 5-game win streak? 6 games, maybe? I might be the best player in the world, and I forgot to change my gosh dang thing right here. I always do that. Unbelievable. Cast 20 creature spells? I would be almost done with that already. All right, baby, let's jump into another one. Yeah, the yellow jacket in the car, that would be... Oof, that would be terrifying. So I don't do well with insects at all, which is kind of ironic because I'm playing a spider deck. But I just net decked this. A beginner has to start somewhere, and this felt like a good net deck to do. You need to join the Pro Tour at this point. Stranger, you're too kind. You're way too kind. I can just imagine if I get into this game so much that I will even think about joining a tournament. I know for a fact I will just get mana screwed or flooded every game. And who needs that stress? You know what I mean? All right, maybe he didn't have a good hand because it took him a little while to think about keeping it or not. 3, does he have 3? Oh, no, he didn't have to put a card back. Drawing a plains? I'll take that. I'm going to do Veteran Survivor here. Optimus Scavenger next turn. Hopefully draw a Seam Rip. That would be great. Strong. Thank you, Kudo. Thank you so much, Kudo. Oh, wait, his mate's super cool. I'm a little jelly of that. Tendered Wild Guide. Offspring added 1. Oof. He has advantage with the manas. He has the mana dork. That doesn't feel great. I think I'm gonna. I think I just go aggro here, right? Spend 2, or do I do a ward type of thing? He's not blocking for sure, so I could just attack. But I think I want to do this because it seems more fun. It might not be the optimal play here, but it's the fun play. And we're all about the fun plays. If you ain't having fun, what are you doing? 4 damage. He's not blocking. There's no way. There's no way. Absolutely no way he's blocking. I knew it. I'm getting the hang of this game, guys. Slowly but surely. Full aggro. I got it right. Thank you for... That means I'm improving right there. The mentality behind the game, I'm improving for sure. A horrible world all around because everyone is so strict about the rules. I would never do it. Yeah, they seemed kind of like sticklers when I was watching the cast. Wow, he already got a 4-drop on the board. And it has ward. But it's not a flyer. So we are continuing the onslaught. Especially this is a first striker. Unbelievable, bruh. Flying. What are you going to do about a flyer, my guy? Nothing. You're not going to do anything about it. 7, 8. And I got a sheltered by Ghost. I'm basically the best player on planet Earth right now. I literally would beat Eduardo. Is that the champion? I think Eduardo was his name. I would beat Eduardo right now. He'd have no chance, to be honest. Add 2 mana. Jeez Louise, that's nuts. Come on, no destruction spells. Look at the top 4. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying. Creature with flying. Wow. That was... Wow. Can you do it again? No, it's a -3 ability. Okay, I'm okay. I have 2 creatures that can attack next turn. And I have a way to give them flying. No blocks. Okay, he's still on a pretty short clock. Shard Mage's Rescue actually helps me here. First things first. I'm gonna draw a card and hope for a land. Come on, planes, baby. Come on, give me a planes. Give it to me. Oh! Can I seam rip anything? What's better, a +1/+1 that's going to turn into a +3, which is going to be... That's not going to be game, is it? So 5, 6, 7, it's not going to be game. But it still feels pretty good. Do I just leave that up because it's not game? That's a good question. What does this do? He already has so much mana. This taps for 2. I think seam ripping here doesn't make a lot of sense. When this creature enters or dies, surveil 1. It is a blocker and is 1 thing to attack with. He has 8, 10 damage on board. I'm at 15. I kind of want to do Shard Mage. What does this say again? Destroy target artifacts. So maybe I hold this up in case he has like a proliferate ability. I know it's probably unlikely. Yeah, since it's not lethal. Wait a second, I'm going to attack with 2 things here, but he's just going to block with them. So wait, 5, 6, 7, 8. That would be lethal if he doesn't block. But I don't really want both of them to die. Yeah, I'm just going to attack with the flyer. Do I get rid of Vivian? No. I'm going to attack with the flyer. Hold up Shard Mages if he has targeted removal, which I think is kind of likely at this point. And I'll have follow-up. I think that's right. Much better to damage Vivian for her not to ult early. Oof, I made a mistake. I made a mistake then. My thought process was I'd rather damage him and hopefully sneak out the win. But we'll see what happens here. Because it's a +1, which will mean that he can destroy on next turn because it can only activate his planeswalkers once a turn, right? Wow, I don't know if you could hear that, but that was voice acting. There's voice acting in this game. Don't run into that very often. Don't run into planeswalkers very... Let's go! Unbelievable. I'm having the run of my life right now. This is crazy. Is that 6 in a row or 7? I don't know. That one didn't feel like a surefire win to me at all. Thank you so much, GG. Thank you so much. That was the toughest game so far, I think. Dusk Rose Reliquary. Hey, it's a 1-drop white mana. That's kind of a disgusting picture. As an additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice an artifact or creature. Not playing that. That would give me the heebie-jeebies every time I played that card. Plus, I don't want to sacrifice nothing. Ever. Alright. How many wins can we get? That's going to be the question. Just keep going until I lose, I suppose. Oh, I haven't seen this profile picture, I don't think. Mad Hatter Ninja. Interesting. Wow. I'm drawing so cracked. I'm not used to this. And it feels so good. The Cosmic Fool, you're a noob. Nice. Let me tell you, sacrificing is value. Life is a resource. Spend that shit. That's true. I totally get that. However, in this deck, I get creature screwed so often that I really can't afford to sacrifice anything. I don't have the resources to build a brand new deck. However, you are 100% right. I am a noob. I am learning. Hopefully you don't mind watching that. And thanks for being here, my friend. Really appreciate it. Target opponent exiles. See what I'm saying? When that starts happening early, especially, it's doesn't feel good for your boy. And Ward does nothing against sacrifice ability, so if I run into that again, well, maybe I can pull it off. Who knows? Let's try. I can do this. It's hard. This is probably one of my worst matchups, is playing any sort of black deck. Tiny Bones hits the field. I can get rid of Tiny Bones, though. The fact that it's a 1-drop is scary, because he can still get... If he gets rid of my Wonder Weave, then I'm screwed-ish. What does it say? When this enchantment enters and at the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 1 life and create a clue token. When you attack, put X 1/1 counters on targeting attacking creature or X is the number of permanents you sacrifice this turn. That could get out of hand very fast, but I know, well, at least I think I know, that this is his main strat, Tiny Bones. I feel like this is his entire existence for living. This deck is Tiny Bones. So I'm getting rid of Tiny Bones. I don't know if that's right, but that's what I did. And if he has an effect that is like, I can choose what I sacrifice, that is why I played Veteran Survivor. And if I get hit with a wide board wipe, I'm going to feel pretty sad. The Space Marine, thanks for coming back, Space Marine. You're the best. Oh, another Tiny Bones? Yeah, another Tiny Bones. Not at all. Get at it. Thanks so much, Cosmic Fool. Tiny Bones is annoying, but your graveyard is empty, so it's just a 1-drop. That is true. And Space Marine is actually going super good for me right now. When Tiny Bones joins up, enters any number of target players, each discard a card. Well, that sucks. It might sound a bit silly. Might be bad. But I kind of want to get rid of my planes here. Is that dumb? I did it. I don't regret it at the moment. Yeah, that's a good move. If you let that Tiny Bones damage you and you have good cards in your graveyard, they can steal it. And Space Marine, yeah, that's true. I don't know. But now this kind of scares me. Whenever a legendary creature you control enters any number of target players, each mill a card. I don't care about that. Do I get rid of this? I don't think I do. It is a 2-drop, though. Maybe I just play another creature. I want to... Right now, Space Marine, I'm on like a 6-game win streak. So I haven't drawn this cracked in a long time. It feels pretty great. But I'm at a crossroads here. Do I get rid of his stuff? I don't really care about the mill effect. So I feel like I just keep playing creatures and hope that he doesn't have a board wipe. I don't know if a Tiny Bones deck does. Today's like the only day I really played against Tiny Bones. When this enchantment enters and at the beginning of upkeep, you lose 1 life and create a clue token. When you attack, put X. I don't want to get rid of that. I'd rather keep it up. But that's 5 damage right to his dome. So we're getting into lethal territory. So maybe this is just the patient. I just need to be patient, which is hard for me coming from the shite game of Yu-Gi-Oh in my life. But we're trying to rewire the brain. Okay, that looks scary. Hopefully it doesn't kill my stuff. It looks like it's going to kill my stuff. I'm okay with that. Okay, I'm so okay with that. I couldn't be more okay with that if I tried to be okay with that. I'm going to give this... Should I just do this one? Because it's like, give it even more ward. Make it even more scary. 7 games. I can't believe it. This is unbelievable. Oh, damn. The cards haven't been generous with me lately. Good to know the heart of the cards is working for you, though. It is, my friend. It's working like a champ. And actually something that I've done since the last time you probably saw me is that I was going kind of crazy with editing my deck, but I wasn't having the patience to like play an adequate number of games to get like the curves down and whatnot. So I would like edit the deck, draw absolute ass, and then edit the deck again. And it was a never-ending cycle. So I level set. I went back to the straight up net deck, and so far, just it's working a treat, my friends. It is working a treat. What is the concept of your deck? It is low cost creatures and low cost enchantments, and the main engine of the deck is Optimus the Scavenger. So when enchantment enters the field, Optimus the Scavenger buffs everything else up by 1. So if you have 1 or 2 Optimus Scavengers and a bunch of cheap enchantments, like this one is a doesn't look like it, but you pay 1 as an enchantment. This is a pay 1 enchantment. When this gets modified, it becomes a flyer. So it's kind of what I think is cool about it. It's kind of Voltron-esque, which I've never played a Voltron deck before in my life. However, that kind of play style was appealing for a number of reasons. One, it's because I feel like it was very noob friendly, which was very important when I picked my deck. And 2, it just seemed fun. Blight 1 Surveil. Blight 2 exile target card from a graveyard. During your turn, you may cast. Yeah, that needs. Well, when he doesn't have a graveyard, I guess it doesn't matter. I don't really want him to surveil though, but I'd rather play another creature. Oh man, this is our decision actually. I'm gonna out-black the black player. Do I do that or do I play a creature? Oh man, that's a hard decision. I'm gonna do this just because I feel like it. You know what I mean? I've been hit with that kind of play from black so often that it feels good to retaliate when I can. You want to play sometime? Yeah, bro. Let's do it. I got this white-red goblin deck I'm piling lately that I've been enjoying. Let's do it. Let's play. Right after this game, I'll challenge you. I think I've already added you, right? I'm proud of you for not playing white life gain. Good on you. Yeah, white life gain doesn't tickle my fancy at all. I can see why it does for a lot of people. Just not me. Not this guy. Seam ripping the hell out of that. That is a problem. Even I am not dumb enough to not realize how much of a problem that is. All attack, just 2 more damage. It's a very slow clock, but the clock is a ticking. That's for damn sure. Now I hate this card with an absolute passion. With an absolute passion. The fact that it's a 3-drop is really unfortunate too. So I need to have a blocker. And at least I have a blocker. And I'm going to modify my Wonder Weave here. And I'm going to scry. So if he gets rid of his Unstoppable Slasher, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. At least I'm scrying 1. The Plains does nothing for me in this scenario. I would like a Sheltered by Ghost, please. I would really like a Sheltered by Ghost. Your Slasher is dumb. Slay the... Yeah, I'll add you right after this game. Hopefully, I can win this game. If I don't win this game, I'm going to be kind of salty. Because it's been such a good win streak. And if I lose to a guy playing this absolute just dog shite card, why would they print a card like this? And I apologize if anyone out there likes this card. I can see why you do. But to me, I hate it and I want it to die. And I will die. I will kill it because I'm going to draw Sheltered by Ghost this coming up turn. Another absolute dog shite card. This guy is the worst of all of us. The worst of all of us. And I freaking didn't draw a gosh dang thing that I wanted. And both of them are not seem rippable. But at least I get some sort of chump blocking here. I think I'm going to scry, even though he's going to block. Can I double this up? When you do, could a sorcerer token attached to target creature? Sorcerer's roll. Enchanted creature gets +1 and has, whenever this creature attacks, scry 1. If a creature has more than 1 roll controlled by the same player attached to it, all but the most recent one is... Oh, man, that sucks. So I can't really even attack right now because of this stupid 2/4. Oh, I guess I won't die either. Okay, I'm scrying. Yeah. Auto pay. Putting this on this so I have a flyer to block with. Just gonna attack with one flyer so I can scry. Shard Mage's Rescue. Man, it feels so gritty putting this away. It does help me because I can buff something up to make it like make something get rid of. If I put this on the bottom and I draw a Plains, that would feel bad. So I'm actually leaving that on top, even though it's not sheltered by Ghost. Okay, neither of us will die. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Unstoppable Slasher is certainly OP from this current age of MTG. I'm not going to make friends with this opinion, but... Or yes, I hate Oroboid too. Oroboid is just absolutely stupid. It's Yu-Gi-Oh-esque. Oh damn, they have an insta-kill combo. Yeah, this... I've been got by this way too many times in my short career of Magic the Gathering, and it doesn't feel good. It never feels good. It feels honestly it's one of the worst feelings. I think this is worse than getting got on turn 2 by Badgermole Cub, Oroboid, all that nonsense. Both of them are probably right around here, but usually this deck comes with a whole bunch of like getting rid of my creatures, and that is what really irritates me. But I think I'm getting lucky, and this is all I... See what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about right there. 2-3. He's tapped out. Am I missing something? Is he really going to get rid of his Unstoppable Slasher? There's no way. There's no way. Did he make a mistake? Oh, I guess it doesn't really matter to him, I suppose. That's probably the way he's thinking about it. Seam Rip? I'm Seam Ripping that. I finally have a Seam Rip target. So Seam Ripping the Bitterbloom Bearer. And I'm going to hold up my Shard Mages. Just attack with 3-3. Hopefully he blocks. Oh no, I just realized I should have held... See, I'm terrible with combat, and that still is true to this day. I don't want to put it in I don't want him to make the decision. I want to make the decision of when to block and whatnot. Now, if he doesn't block, I have no blockers against him. Next. He's not blocking. Man, that was such a bad decision. Such a freaking bad decision. But the most I can lose next turn is 4 damage, I think. And because I made that horrible decision, I guess I might as well play another Wonder Weave so I have more blockers next turn. Damn, I mean, deal with... Even though I run... You run it? Stranger, Shame on you, Stranger. I use it in a different way than others, though. Respectable. I ran into a blue-green deck with copied all their permanents into Oroboid. Oh yeah, I've seen that before too, and that is just... It is way too much. It is just... way... Now I'm going to have... This being a flyer is actually great for me. And I get to draw a card. That's not a very good draw. But now he's on a clock. I feel like I'm going to attack with everything. No, I'm only going to attack with these two. Because this won't be enough if he does block. Scry 1. Shard Mage's Rescue. Again, there's worse draws. But I think I have to go for the optimal draw here at this point. The bat is really annoying me at the moment. Oh, he has 2 mana to pay, but I have to give it a shot. I have to give it a shot. Okay, that is way less bad. Way less bad. That's my... why do the cards get a Dark Shadow on them? I've never seen that in the game before. It means they're summoning sick. I believe it means that. That's my green deck, so if you ever play against it, be prepared for some shenanigans. Doppelgang. It was probably you. I played against Stranger, you're a monster. It was... Even though mine isn't blue, I played blue just for... That's funny. Man, this kind of got out of hand very quickly, but none of them are flyers. So I'm going to have 6 in the air right now. Auto pay. And I still have... But he has 2 Unstoppable Slashers. So I can't attack with both of these things. Wait a second. When this creature deal player equal to half. So how does that work? If two of them attack, one goes through and that'll be 5. I'll go to 10, 5. I won't be dead. If you I add you to, that's awesome. You guys playing against each other, that's awesome. Very happy camper right now. Do I hold both of them up? I don't know. I should probably read these cards. Whenever enters or attacks, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, draw a card. When another creature dies, target opponent loses 1 life. This creature can't block. This creature has haste as long as an opponent has 10 or less life. Landfall. So blocking 1, I won't lose. Wait. Whenever this okay, so I'll go to. I should go to 9, and then I'll be able to. Okay, I don't think I'll die if I attack both with both. Okay. Okay, this is totally doable now. Leaving that on top. Leaving that on top. If I die next turn, it is what it is. It's a learning opportunity. That's the way I'm thinking about it right now. But I think I did the math right. Okay, here's the moment of truth. Here is the moment of truth. This is so terrifying for me. Because I feel like I've done the math correctly in the past, and then got. Okay, that's worse. That's way worse. I have to block one of these. So here, moment of truth. Okay, he's gaining life. He's 3. I did it. That's a flyer, though. Sheltered by Ghost. Let's go. My nemesis. My freaking nemesis is this kind of deck, and I did it. Let's freaking go. Damn, now I have most death in my head. GG's very nice. All right, Space Marine, you want to play now, my friend? That felt good. I think I'm on it. I think that's 8-game winning streak. 8 games. I'm on a generational run for me. My previous best. Oh, that card's super sweet. My previous best, I think, is 6. So, sheesh Louise. And I got something for my troubles. Probably nothing. All right, Slaytha. Do I have you on here already? I don't think so. So I'm adding you right now. Let's find you in the chat. There you are. Slaytha. 21886. Send. Friend request successfully sent, Space Marine. I'll give it a shot. My luck's been terrible lately, so I predict you're going to get a 9th win. Hey, man. As long as we both have fun, that's what it's all about to me, my friend. I'm challenging you right now. I guess I don't change it up. What am I doing here? What am I doing? Okay, there we go. Challenge. Challenge sent. Friend request. Awesome. We are officially friends, Space Marine. We're officially friends. And now I see that it hits play. Let's go, baby. Another stream where I'm playing you guys. This is awesome. Awesome. Wait a second. Did you say you have Oroboid in this deck, or was that just Stranger? Well, isn't that just Precious? Thank you, Cosmic Fool. Keep 7. Good luck. You as well, my friend. I have to say, I drew pretty good again. This is unbelievable. I should never have doubted the net deck. I'm not running Oroboid. Okay. I'll for sure have fun then. Okay. That's not much of a problem for me at the moment. I guess I'll play this because I can't pay the 1 for Spellbook Vendor anyways. So that is my thought process. None of my creatures really have tap abilities or haste. So this doesn't really bother me that much, I think. +1/+1. That's a beefy boy. Whenever another creature, I don't think I have to worry about that. But now I can scry. Oh wait, if they're tapped, does their like triggered ability still activate? I'd assume they do. Okay, they do. That would have been lame if they didn't. Okay, that's gonna be a 4/3, so now I'm not gonna die to his little rabbit. We're hunting rabbits today, fellas. Feather Flight. That is a phenomenal draw, actually. I actually don't mind that at all. Even though it's not a land, I think 3 lands is enough for this kind of deck. Thank you, bro. Hey, Cosmic Fool, you're hanging out with me right now. So I hate to break this to you, but you and I are friends according to me. You may not think so, but to me, we are. Double Strike already? In this economy? Unbelievable. I'm going to flash in Feather of Flight, draw a card. A Most Helpful Weaver is helpful. This would make it a 6. That would be 12 damage. I guess I can attack with both things now. I don't really want to. Oh, actually I can. I'm going to scry 2 right now. The stonks are out of this world right now. Planes? Nah. Maybe. My hand is so gas. And that sounds super cringe to say. That's like the most like young folk talk I could have ever said in my life. But it is straight up fire, guys. Fuego. Is he going to kill? No, he wouldn't do that to me. He would not do that to me. All right. I think I got this. I did draw extremely cracked though. Thank you so much. Damn, I'm about to get some... I drew cracked Space Marine. I did draw very well. However, hopefully it's still not like a bad experience, you know what I mean? And in fact, I can play the deck that I got from a viewer named Niels. I haven't seen him for a while though, which is unfortunate. I can play the Angel deck next game if you want to play again. Okay. Do I just win here? 5. Sheltered by Ghost. First Strike. Most Helpful Weaver. How do I just win here? That's how I want to figure this out. He's tapped out, so I guess I just don't prolong it, right? 6. Get rid of the monkey. Is that a monkey? It looked like a monkey to me. And not the optimal way to play that card, but it gets the job done. Decline. I already have everything. There we go. Scry. Leave that on top. Pressing the buttons as fast as I can. I don't want to be full of bad manners. There we go. Ninth win in a row. Let's go, baby. You want to play again, Space Marine? Or if anyone else wants to play for that matter, I'm down for that as well. But that was a good game, Space Marine. I don't think it was fair because I drew extremely well. I got lucky. Basically, what I'm trying to say, I got lucky. I'm always happy to play. Stranger! Alright, let's do it, Stranger. I don't think I've ever beaten you, Stranger. I just sent you a request, a challenge. I could go again. If Stranger's, I'll do Stranger first, and if he's not on, I'll do you while I'm waiting. Which deck would you like to play against? Whatever you will have the most fun playing. You played a mill strategy against me. I lost via mill both times I played you a couple days ago, Stranger. So it would be nice to beat that deck. If I beat that deck today, then I'm literally on a generational run right now. I would be on a high that no one could stop me from feeling. Mill? Yeah, it was. I got milled out both games. It wasn't the best. However, I was still happy as a clam because I was playing one of you guys. So, accept and play. But today is when I turn my luck around. Right now. Right here, right now. I surpassed my limits. And once again, I'm putting the question out there for anyone in the chat. If anyone knows where that's from, let me know because it's one of my favorite series of all time. Just make sure. We're only playing standard decks, right? Honestly, you can play whatever you want. I only have standard decks. So, like, it might be unbalanced, but you can play whatever you want. And I'll have fun regardless. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to craft anything besides this pretty much one standard deck. And that other deck Niels Mulvad gave to me a few nights ago on stream. Pretty cool angel deck. But I have not really been able to have any sort of success with it at all. It feels bad, but it's still fun to play it. Still pretty fun. Just make sure we're only playing what's from? What's from? Are you talking about the deck I was just talking about? I made it an angel deck. And a fella from chat named Niels Mulvad gave it to me. Alright, let's do... I don't really want to play another creature here. I want to... Let's modify this because I don't think you're going to have any flyers. But you might. 2-1. I'm okay with sacrificing this. Oh, wait, you have first strike. So, yeah, that would be bad. I'm not doing that. That would have been a mistake. Hey, I'm getting better at not missing keywords. Me, a few days ago, I would have missed that and I would have attacked with both. Zora, Spider Fancier. Fancier? Kind of funny. A life gain deck. Whenever another creature you control enters the game 1 life, is a spider +1/+1. As long as you lost life this turn, this creature has flying and vigilance. When you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter. 2-1 first strike, no blocks. Not making that mistake. You said if anyone knows where it's from. Oh, where's what's from? It is the phrase, I'm going to surpass my limit right here, right now. Or something along those lines. They say it all the time. And it's basically, I'm going to surpass my limits. That. I say it way too often. It's one of my favorite series. Feather of Flight. I'm going to give more things Feather of Flight. And I think I'm going to do this since it's already two power. Let's give this, make it past the 2. Drawing in Plains. It's not my favorite, but I feel like my clock is ticking slower than his clock. So I'm okay with attacking right now. And as long as he doesn't have flying abilities. Google says, oh, you cheated. You cheated. It is Black Clover. I'm not up to date on the series. I kind of stopped because like he stopped the maker of the manga like doesn't release them very often. So I don't want to like be caught up and having to wait 3 months for it. But the whole series is about to end pretty soon. I've heard. Okay, now this is getting pretty scary. 6, 9, 10, 11. I can take 11. But now I'm on a much faster clock than he is. Okay, I really need Sheltered by Ghost, and I didn't get it, but I could draw it. But now I have 3 flyers, but he has a flyer. Okay, this is not good. I need to draw Sheltered by Ghost. I need to draw it really bad right now. I'm going to buff this up once. Okay, my last chance. It's okay, I can draw Seam Rip or Sheltered by Ghost. I have 8 in the deck. I have 46 cards left. That is a pretty darn... That's like 1 in 5-ish chance. Let's go. 4, 8. Do I just buff this up more? Does it really matter at this point what I buff up? This is already... I'm going to make this as big as possible. I've decided. Seam Rip. Come on, give me a Seam Rip. 5, 6. Oh, I think I lost. Stranger, you're freaking too good. I think I just have to attack with my Veteran Survivor. That's it. Hold up the 2 blockers. And I might be able to survive one other turn. It's going to feel really bad when I chump block with something I've poured resources into. But I have 45 cards left, and 8 of them are answers. Oh, I didn't realize it was a trivia thing. No, you're good. It was just a little fun question I like to pose from time to time. I don't play net decks. I only brew jank. I respect the hell out of that. In fact, I would be like you and brewing jank. However, I just didn't have knowledge of the cards, the card pool. I didn't really know how to play at all. So I feel like net decking was the best thing for me to do at the time. Okay, I have to chump block here. That feels pretty horrendous. Oh my god. Okay, no tramples, right? I don't think it's tramples. What is this? Until the end of turn, target creature you control because of half thrown addition against flying, first strike, lifelink, and hexproof. Okay, I lost. Wait a second. No, I didn't. No, I did. I can only block 2 things. Good game. Good game. I shouldn't have been greedy and I should have left 3 blocks. I would have had 1 more turn, but it would have been a loss either way. That sucks. Man, that deck is super good. Unbelievable. I would say the people you're playing against can see your screen, but I can barely see your screen. The Cosmic Fool, I think, yes, you are on vertical. So I'm streaming simultaneously on YouTube, horizontal too. So if you click on my page, you're going to see less of my ugly mug and more of the screen. And also too, if you prefer Twitch or Kick, I'm also streaming simultaneously there, horizontal, so you'll be able to see the screen much better on any of those. On Twitch, and once I reach 25 followers, I'm giving away a Delighted Halfling, which is pretty cool. It's like a $25 card. It's a hard deck to beat. Don't patronize me, stranger. No, if we're going to play better, I can't see it. If we're going to play better, I can't. Oh, I see what you're saying. All right, anyone who's up next? Anyone want to play again? Kind of want my rematch to be... I still haven't beat Stranger. I'm 0-3 against Stranger. Possibly 0-4. Possibly 0-4. Probably 0-4. I'll go again. I'll be your Huckleberry. All right, let's do... I'll do the Cosmic Fool. I haven't played him first, and then we'll go... I think that's fair, right? I don't know. Hopefully that doesn't, like, rub anyone the wrong way. The Cosmic Fool. Let's go. Where is my... Oh, did I thought I already added Slay. Oh, I did. Remove that. So I am on Slay. Okay. My... Plus I quoted Tombstone. Yeah, that's fair. Sweet. Plus I quoted Tombstone. Let's see. This is my... If you want to add your gamer tag, or here's mine if you can see it. Actually, I can probably just put it in the chat. Ubay hashtag #, 13815. Send. The Fool, man, I love it when people's names match across all their platforms. I think it's freaking sweet. The Fool 95718. There we go. Friend request successfully sent. Stranger, I am going to beat you tonight. I refuse not to. Man, it's crazy. You're just so good at the game. And it's like you've played, I think, at least 2 different decks. I just can't catch up. Man, you're too good. And probably the Space Marine, you're the same way. I just got lucky with my draws. I look forward to it. Didn't get it? Oh, I got yours, though. All right, I see you and the Fool. I'm challenging you right now. All right, now we're friends in the game. Request sent to you. Yep, added you, and now I'm waiting for the game. While I'm waiting, I'm gonna take a drink because I'm feeling a bit hoarse. Been yapping my face off. I'm playing Historic. It's the same mill deck. I just didn't have the mana for mill shenanigans. Oh wow, wow. All right, I'm playing against Historic. I don't know what that means really. I just assume based off the name Historic, older cards maybe, better cards sometimes maybe. I don't know. All right, let's go. Let's see if a standard deck can beat a Historic deck. Maybe, but I don't know. We are going to find out. This mate always kind of creeps me out. It's a forest, a pretty cool looking forest. I'm going to play a Most Helpful Weaver. I don't think green has any instants to be scared of on my turn, right? I can't imagine it. I mean, they probably do. Is now a Foreboding Landscape. Guardian Idol. This idol enters tapped. +1. I guess I continue to buff this up. Maybe I should have given it to the Reacher, but oh well. Now I can start scrying. Do I want to get rid of this? Yeah, I feel like I kind of do. I feel like that's advantage, and I can't afford advantage. I'm about to... Man, do I want to do something absolutely nutty right now? Because I feel like the more cards I see him play, the less chance I'm going to have to win. Oh, man. 5, 6, 7, 8. Not lethal. So why would I do that? I'm going to do 1. Just for the memories. Thanks for the memories. 2 attacks. 6 to... Wait, would that be 7, 8, 9? No, it wouldn't even be close. The fact that I would even do the math shows... No, I'm kind of... No, you got this game? I think maybe. I'm torn between trying one of my historic decks or running another standard deck. I want to avoid using Orboid, though, because it's getting old. It is getting old to me, too, my friend. It is definitely getting old to me, too. I think everyone can say the same thing. But, that being said, you can definitely play Orboid against me. I won't be salty. Alright, he has a response. Oh, he's not using it? I think I just won? Let's see. What is he going to do? Think I might have squeaked by just because of my hand? My hand is cracked. Choose 2. Target player creates X01 Eldrazi. An Eldrazi deck? I actually know Eldrazi. Exile target creature with mana value X or less. Well, I don't really care about that card, to be honest with you. But he's tapped out now. I can't give myself flying. That's the only thing. So I might as well get rid of both Eldrazi's and protect my speeder. My Yethal speeder. I guess I'll share the love at this point. Resolve. Okay, it's only... Oh, it's only 1 Eldrazi. Okay. All attacks. Does it do it? Sacrifice this token, add mana. Double strike. He's gonna block the double striker. 5, 6. Not lethal. Might as well hold it up then. Yep. Maybe I should have put the double strike on the spider. I don't know about that one, guys. Don't know about that one. I think I did. I think what I did was correct. No, you got this game. Thank you. Foreboding. Now it's getting scary now he has more mana because I just don't know anything. Another Eldrazi. Okay, I don't think that's a problem at the moment, but it's exciting to me I'm playing against Eldrazi. I see it all the time when I watch Game Night episodes. Pass. My turn. That's it. I win. I'm just attacking. Let's see. All attacks. 2 attacks. 10 damage. Great. Okay, he's at... Okay, I think I won. Next, wait for blockers to be assigned. This is great combat practice for me. He can't do this again, right? So Shard Mages on the spider. How can he play? What does he have to play? That's good. What can he play? Good game. Thank you so much. Good game. I only drew 1 mana rock, so I'm pretty fucked. Oh yeah, I drew pretty well. So again, my wins against you guys coming just from straight up luck. All right, Slave the Space Marine. You wanna give that deck of yours a shot? Yeah, this deck is all high cost. Yeah, I figured when I saw the first Eldrazi thing, and that might honestly be a pretty hard matchup for my decks, because it's like, my deck is the exact opposite. I want to go as hard as possible on turn 1, 2, and 3. But Eldrazi, super sweet. Like I said, I see it all the time on game nights, and every time I see them, I'm like, wow, it always commands such respect from the table that I've always wanted to see them in action. So, thanks for that, my friend. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, it seemed like once you had some artifacts in play that you were able to get some defenses on the board. And if that happened like 1 turn earlier, I probably would have been dead in the water because my stuff wasn't going through because I had no way to get some flowers on the board. So I could definitely see you winning that. I think it was just a matter of not. Sometimes you just got the heart of the cards, baby. I did touch my Millennium Puzzle in the background, so maybe the heart of the cards rubbed off of me last night. Nah, man, sniping that Mana Rock won the game. EC. This is something I'm cooking up, so it needs some optimization. All right, let's see what you're cooking up. This is exciting to me. Home brews are the best brews. Better even than a strange brew. Once again, I have to say, I shouldn't give this information out to my opponent right now, but I drew pretty cracked again. Like these hands are freaking good. A forest, that's scary to me. But let's do a veteran survivor. He has survived many a time. Agreed with that for sure. That deck is pretty brutal. I'm trying not to watch the stream, FYI. I got you. But if you do, no biggie. We're just here to have a good time. We're here for a short time, not a long time. So might as well make it a good time. You know what I'm saying? Go Shintai of Boundless Vigor. Trample is a problem. Trample is a huge problem to me, my friend. I'm not dumb enough to not recognize that. So, it's going bye-bye. I'm going to buff up the Veteran Survivor, strangely enough. I don't want my Optimus Scavenger to be more of a target. Even though I think you already know that it should be. So that's probably a null and void statement. It's a moot point. Honden of Infinite Rage. That is a very good looking card. At the beginning of upkeep, Honden of Infinite Rage deal damage to any target equal to the number of shrines you control. A shrine deck, not my first rodeo with the shrines. You're at 17, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's start scrying because I don't have games, so it would be pointless to do anything besides. I'm going to pay the 1, auto pay, put that on my Veteran Survivor. I'm going to put that on my Veteran Survivor, so my Veteran Survivor is massive. And I'm going to scry. I'm whispering that so maybe he doesn't hear me. Alright, I'm feeling pretty good about this. Shrines. Yeah, I haven't really ran into very many shrine decks. But when I do, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Because shrines is a cool thing to build a deck around. Uh-oh. Does this airbend? Please tell me it doesn't airbend. Okay, it does not airbend. I'm feeling alright. He could grab some that airbends because I don't really know the whole card pool which I'm working with. Him taking out Optimus Scavenger, I should have been smarter. I forgot it deals damage, to be honest with you, which is admittedly a very stupid thing to forget. However, it is what it is. If I buffed up my Veteran Survivor, I would have had more plays, but I didn't. So we move on. 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. Not lethal. Autopay. Put on the Spellbook Vendor. I'm scrying 2 right now. All right, let me make the 11, 10, 11. Okay. All attacks, 2 attacks. Scrying. What? I'm not going to say what I just top deck. I'm not going to say it. I want to say it, but I'm not going to say it. I'm leaving both of the cards in my hand because I don't think it makes sense to do anything besides that. End turn. Equal to the number of shrines you control. Okay, I'm fine with that. Resolve. Oh, you can deal damage to me? That's pretty cool. Didn't think about that. These planes are super cool. I remember that episode quite well. Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, it's been such a long time since I watched the show. How did Zuko survive in this city? Because didn't they have a fight with Combustion Man and Zuko was also there? How did he do that? At the beginning of upkeep, you can gain 2 life for each shrine you control. Okay, that's fine. Pass. I think I squeaked this one out. I'm getting lucky again, guys. That's a 4-drop. I just attack. Auto pay. Oh, why did I do that? Why did I do? I was autopiloting. All attack. 2 attacks. Scry 1. Ooh, I like that. I'm just gonna leave it on top. Pressing the buttons as fast as I can, so I'm not doing any bad manner shenanigan. Let's go. Just too quick. It is very quick. My first girlfriend turned into the moon. What a sentence to say. What absolute banger of a sentence. Man, some of the Sokka cards in Magic, by the way, look like they did him justice. Like, it's the best Sokka has ever looked his entire life in the Magic cards. That's rough, buddy. That's how I feel when I play Stranger. Be right back. Sounds good. Stranger, you want to play again? I want my revenge. Hopefully you're here still so I can get my revenge. Hopefully. Let's see. He may not be. He may not be. Let's see. Hey, found the wide one. Oh, there you go. That's much easier to find. White or green? You pick again. I always want you to pick. I kind of want my revenge against the white one, though. I might have something fast enough to keep up with you. Put me in the queue. Sounds good. Right after this game, you're up next. You're up next. Yeah, I think my preference would be the deck I keep losing to, but I'm down for anything, Stranger. Got the invite. White. Accept. Play. All right, let's see if my luck turns around. What I'm really hoping for is to draw cracked and for you to draw absolutely horrendously. Fast aggro is almost always my bane. Honestly, my bane is slow control. With this deck, slow control gets my goat. When I'm playing against mono black or Dimir, and they have so many when they remove more than one thing, like I can do one removal, but when they remove like two things, or if they do a wide board wipe, it's game over basically. I probably won like one or two out of the dozens of those types of decks I faced. But we live to tell a story. Alright, the fact that it's taken him so long to pick his hand makes me think that I have a chance here. Magic Lingo, the nut draw. A draw so good you would bet your car on it. This feels pretty close. Feels pretty close to that. I feel pretty good about this hand. If I lose with this hand, that means that I just can't beat this guy. That's what it means. That is exactly what it means. All right, at this point, I think did I pull my Ethernet cable out? Is his internet lagging? This is interessante. I got a challenge here. Oh no. Stranger, I'm playing you right now. Maybe this is his tactic? No, it's not his tactic. I think I got a challenge from him right now, but I'm in the game. How is this working? Sorry, it kicked me out? Oh, I see. So now I have to... dang, that feels so bad. Stranger! I had a hand to beat you. If I was going to win a game, it was going to be... You really got my goat right now, Stranger. Magic Arena be whack like that. Sometimes it do be whack like that. 100%. Oh, man. If I don't draw cracked right now, I'm going to feel so bad. So did he win or did he lose? I had to concede. I think I would have just been there the entire rest of the night if I didn't concede. So technically he won. So now I'm 0-4 against him. And this hand is not nearly as good. I'm gonna be completely real, but it's still a pretty decent hand. Like I'm gonna keep this hand 10 out of 10 times. But I'm not as happy about it as I was last game. All right, enough of my excuses. I'm winning. I'm gonna win. Wait a second, this is a different deck. Now if I do win it, the win's gonna be meaningless. No, it won't. It'll mean something because you're a great player. Team Rip. Veteran Survivor. Gotta play as fast as possible. That is my only chance. Survival. All of his cards were in exile. 3 Forest, Twitching Doll, another one. Okay, well that sucks. I will start scrying. Uh-oh. Is it worth it to scry or worth it to play the Optimus Scavenger or scry next turn? I think I want to scry actually, believe it or not, even though he's going to be able to just block this. He's only going to be able to block one of them though. I'm fine with that trade since yeah, he's not going to trade. That's a mana rock. Okay, I think I want something better than that. I'm gonna put that on the bottom. But if I draw planes, that would suck. 1, 2, yeah. I need to put that on the bottom. The upside is just not there for that card at the moment. Feels kind of bad though. Feels kind of bad, but that's a mana rock. That's the first time I've seen this mana rock. All wins are meaningless, all losses are meaningless, all about the fun. I 100% agree. 1000% agree, actually. Innkeeper's Talent, I've seen this card. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Okay, I need to get myself some removal here. Permanents you control with... Okay, what's happening? With counters on them have ward 1. That's not good. Okay, that's interesting, though. Optimus Scavenger. Okay, this is the time where I play pretty aggressively, I think. One of the first times I'm using Shard Mages like this, and it feels pretty good. I've been telling myself that this sometimes is the optimal thing to do, and I'm finally doing it. Okay, I'm gonna buff this one up so it doesn't die to the ley line. I'm gonna put a token on itself. Now I can buff this up, but it's meaningless because it won't be enough to make it survive the block. Vigilance would be nice. Yeah, I'm gonna put on the Vigilance person. All attacks. And I'm gonna scry, I think, twice here. Ooh, that's interesting. View battlefield. View browser. Okay, he has ward, so I'm actually gonna leave that on top. Okay, I think I have a chance here. 3 of each color, Heat Death of the Universe, instant all permanent spells, cards on hands, libraries, graveyards, and in exile are now meaningless. Fits in my Nihilism deck. Fascinating. Yoink. Yoink. Both of them yoinked. I don't know which one's going to get it, though. Okay, now that that's gone, I actually feel a lot better about the situation. Did I get my first win against Stranger? Who, if you're not familiar with this chat, Stranger could be in the Pro Tour, in my opinion. From my experience, he could definitely be in the Pro Tour. Put a +1/+1 counter. Twitch Doll. Okay, that's pretty beefy now. He has a lot of cards. He has a lot of mana to pay, so he might have Battle Trick. He's not attacking, so maybe he does not. Create 2/2 greens. Oh my gosh. That got out of hand very quickly. I missed that. Exile target card from a graveyard. If it's exile, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature and you gain 1 life. Wowza. Okay, the reaching thing is actually the thing that's getting my goat at the moment. Okay, I think because I don't have trample, I think the smart thing to do is share the love. He's a 3/3, so I'm gonna start with the veteran survivor here, getting the Feather of Flight. He's might block with... Okay, I'm gonna do this, so it's gonna be able to kill any creature he blocks with. Wow. Wow, that changes things a bit. That definitely changes things a bit. I have enough to pay the ward. Yes, I can pay the ward just fine. 3/2, that will make it so he'd have to kill. Boom. Okay, he's gonna have to block with 2 things to survive any of these things. This doesn't have a token, so I will auto pay that. Put it on the veteran survivor. Continue to buff this up. I'm gonna buff this one up just a little bit more. And I'm gonna all attack, except not with Optimus Scavenger. feel like that makes sense. I'm not even gonna try to do the math at the moment. And I gotta scry a bunch. Oh, that's great to scry those lands at the bottom here. I'm not gonna say what I top deck though. Not gonna say, even though I want to. I want to shout from the rooftops. Maybe the top deck, stranger. I know you're probably not watching the stream, but maybe my top deck is terrible. You never know. Okay, I'm okay with that. Okay, not enough for game, but I'm okay with this. At the beginning of your second main phase of this creature tapped. Oh, I guess I just do this. And does that... Not enough. I think one more in exile, and it will be a +3/+3. Oh, no. Oh, no. One card in hand? Is it that scary, though? I don't think so. I don't think so. And sorry if I'm ignoring the chat right now. Sorry, I'm just freaking locked. I'm as locked in as I can be. Because this is my one chance to beat Stranger. I feel like. I will respond to all the messages as soon as I'm done here. I apologize once again. If you would put... Okay, just going to be beefing them up. I'm okay with that. Because I can do this. Good game. Yes, it is good game. Good game, my friend. Yes, I can pay for it. Put the +1. I guess I'll just put it on this. Auto pay. There we go, guys. I finally beat Stranger. This proves I have improved over the past couple weeks. 3 attacks. Scrying doesn't matter. Put it on the top. Doesn't matter. Put it on the top. Doesn't matter. Put it on the top. Oh, man. That was way too stressful. This deck is ridiculous. Standard tends to have higher power level than Historic. Historic has more cards, though, so more potential for abuse. Please drop a G. GG's, Fog. GG's. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much, Stranger. It wasn't the deck I've been losing to, though. So I'm not going to be too satisfied with that. I know that probably wasn't your main. It's not your main, so I'm not going to be too hypey about that. But I feel pretty decent about it. I think someone was next, right? Someone was next. I think someone wanted to go next. Slaytha, there you are. Pretty sure you said dibs on the next. All right, let's go, baby. Playing. You ever play against Fog? I've never played against Fog, I don't think. Is Fog... Wait a second. Is that a green card? Like a green enchantment? That like makes sure things tapped? Am I remember? Man, this is the first time. This is the first hand where I didn't draw cracked. However, everything other than the amount of lands is pretty good. I don't think I can afford to be greedy. However, I kind of want to. I think my deck is... I think this deck is my only hope. Instant prevents all combat damage this turn. Oh, that actually does sound familiar, but I don't think I played it. But it's heavy into counters and making as many creatures as possible. Gotcha. Okay. The intelligent thing to do would be the mulligan. The fun thing to do would be not the mulligan. Okay, I have the mulligan. Okay, I'm glad I'm mulligan. Okay. I'm going to pat myself on the back. 4 days ago, I wouldn't have. This one is going into the bin. All right. That felt actually pretty good. Felt pretty good to play intelligently for once. Uh-oh. Oh, man, you figured out my deck's weakness. That does not feel good. If this gets killed, it's basically GG's. Basically. Okay. Yeah, I'm really relying... Okay, I have a chance here. I have another chance. This is like not my deck's worst nightmare because like these target. However, it's close. Cheap removal is very close to being my worst matchup. And I'm drawing so incredibly good right now. It honestly feels bad. Yeah, I'm gonna auto pay that. Why not? Make it a little harder because I think Burst Lightning does 2 damage. Okay, maybe if he has Burst Lightning, I can have a creature on the board when I untap. It's weird how dark or semi-sick cards are on my screen. I just get a little dark spiral on them. It looks dark on my screen too. So, yeah, this is just my norm. This is what I've always known. I do have I have night mode turned on my monitor, but I don't think that would affect the stream. I think that only affects my eyes. I think the stream is as if that filter wasn't on there at all. All right, as this artifact enters, choose a creature type. This creature is a chosen type, and other creatures you control get that chosen type gets +1/+1. First strike, haste. Okay, that's a problem. That's a 1-drop. Okay, that's a solvable problem. So we're gonna solve that problem right now. Since you have 2 cards in hand, do I play that aggressively? I feel like the only reason, it's not the only reason, but a big reason why I'm doing this is to give me ward. So if you get rid of this creature, at least you have to pay a pretty premium for it. You know what I mean? Oh, my God. I am drawing so good right now. I'm drawing so well that I feel bad because I think I drew cracked against you last time, too. I wonder if it's a setting thing. It definitely could be. Definitely could be. Okay. I'm feeling good. I think I survived the onslaught. All right, now I'm going to have Ward 2, Ward 2. Honestly, this feels so unfair. Decline, I already have it, right? Yeah, I already have it. All attacks, 5 damage, Scry 1. Planes does not help me. I'd rather have something other than the planes, strangely enough. It does feel unfair when I'm drawing this well, but historically, over the last couple days, I've been getting my butt kicked. And like not even like close games. Just horrendously down bad. However, I did go back to the drawing board though, so there's that. And I probably should have just done that I shouldn't have changed the deck. Because being so new and bad, why would I think I know better than the internet? You know what I mean? So it wasn't smart to do, but I had fun while doing it, kind of. I didn't. Oh no, what is this? Impact Tremors. Whenever a creature, 2 Impact Tremors. Okay, I think good game. He said good game. It was a good game, my friend. Slay the Space Marine. You are a gentleman and a scholar, and I appreciate you playing with me. I'll give this. I'm playing as fast as I can. I'm just clicking as fast as I can because I don't want to have bad manners. Done. Done. Come on, baby. Let's go. My luck's been terrible today. Bro, I think you gave me your good luck. I've taken your good luck because this is literally the best I've drawn in maybe a week. Great game. Thanks so much for playing against me. All right. Anybody want to play again? I'm down to play a couple more times for the evening. After that nap, guys, I haven't felt this good in weeks either. Like, I wish I could nap every day. I feel tremendous, honestly. Maybe the nap is making me be able to do this. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it. The Cosmic Fool. All right, baby, you're up. I will challenge. I'm sending you the challenge right now. And honestly, I've been playing so much, I can't remember where your deck is. Are you the historic player? Let me scroll up. Historic. I'm looking for the historic. The person that said historic. Man, so many things have gone by. I'm playing historic. Yes, you are. I remembered. This is a different deck. Gotcha. All right, this is gonna be fun, exciting, fun and exciting. And by the way, guys, I said it before, but once I hit 25 followers on Twitch, I'm giving away a Delighted Halfling. So that's my way of giving back to you guys because I appreciate the hell out of everyone for hanging out with me and watching me. Really appreciate it. All right, let's see. I drew another great hand. Oh no, it's black. Oh no. This is, I don't know. I have a chance here, but I don't know if I like my chances. Exile the Saga, then return it to the battlefield. Transform under your control. Okay, what do I want to do here? Is this a problem? Each opponent loses one life. Exile the saga, but then returns to the battlefield, transform under your control. It's menace vehicles. You okay? I don't think that's a problem as of right now. I'd rather have another creature on the field. If you have a board wipe, I'm going to accept it because I can't even be mad after the games I've been having today. I think I'm what 12-1, and that one came from a pro Magic player named Stranger. Can't be mad at today's result. 2-1. Let's make the spider be able to survive his vengeful blood witch. What does this say? Whenever this creature or another creature you control dies, target opponent loses one life. That's not that scary. So I don't think I'm gonna do anything about it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do something that excites the hell out of me. Because I've been telling myself I need to play this way for so long and I just haven't. And honestly, it doesn't feel like it's the right thing to do here. But whenever I have a chance to do it, I feel good. Because there's been so many games where I don't play Shard Mages. And if I played it 3 turns ago, I would have won. So that's why I played it. Stranger, I only pretend to be a pro. Bro, you pretend so well. I need that delighted halfling. Royce Christian Batista. Welcome back, my friend. Double strike. Okay, this is exciting. Bro, honestly, it's only 25 followers on Twitch, bro. So you have a great chance of getting it. That's pretty good odds. I would take those odds. Okay, he put a lot of effort getting that. So I'm going to actually Sheltered by Ghost it. I'd rather have this have ward than this, strangely enough. Especially since it says double strike. He has a swamp open. I'm getting rid of the menace jabroni. I'll share the love. I think sharing the love is the accurate play here. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, I thought that was targeting me. I didn't have shard mages, so I felt a little uneasy there. He has 2 blockers. I have ethereal armor. Let's do it. Double strike. Which one do I do? Let's do Optimus Scavenger because it has ward. Seems like the safer bet. And because I'm going to be gaining life, I'm going to put it on the Optimus Scavenger. Brusita, you're back, my friend. Oh my gosh, this stream is going great. Today has been a great day. That vampire is its engine. I got rid of it then. I'm feeling pretty good. Oh man. Welcome back, Royce and Embercita. Okay. That was what I was scared of. And that is what I was scared of. However, I don't think I should have played around it. And now this is what... So over the last few days, guys, this is what I've experienced most. Not drawing cracked. It's this. Oh, wow. And this is like what I said to you guys. This is like playing against a deck like this is this deck's worst enemy. I guess I'll make it a 3-3 because as soon as I get rid of... As soon as all my creatures are gotten rid of, yeah. Then it's just like, I can't do anything. It's really a coin flip. I'm still drawing so well right now because like usually I never run into a creature again. And I'm just like getting saltier and saltier as the turns progress. That's usually how it happens. Okay, he has a pretty wide board here. I get he has 1 swamp. Does Black play Battle Tricks? Okay, I got rid of one of the problems. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. That was a trick. What a tricky fellow. If I play Ethereal, I guess I just have to do it. You know what I mean? I have to get in the damage while I can. Decline, I already have a roll. At least I get a scry here. Oh, man. If he gets rid of my creature, I'm going to need a creature. No, I'm leaving this on top. Because I feel like if this creature is taken out, then it's just a futile effort. Since he has all of this already in play. So I really need this to go off. I need this to go off. Oh, no. Okay. As long as this remains... I have hope. Here's my hope. I need to draw cracked right now. Oh, please tell me you can't kill me. Okay, it's going off. Draw. Good draw. Not what I needed, but I do have another blocker. So I'm going to live to fight another day, I think. And the blocker has ward, so that feels a little bit better. And I will pay it while I can. And now it's a flyer, too. Okay, I'm locked in, guys. If I missed any chats, I apologize. I will catch back up right after I lock out. Lock out? That's not even a phrase. What a stupid thing to say. Now that I have two creatures, if he board wipes me, having another creature would be fine. Let me look at Damnation. Destroy all creatures. Okay, he would be out of creatures too, so maybe I'll leave this on top. And that'll be both our flyers. Okay, I'm leaving that on top in case of a board wipe. I won't be like a total loss, you know what I mean? He's letting that go through, which means that I'm probably not living next turn. Good game? Oh no. That was a cocky good game, which means I lost. Oh wait. Oh no, that's why. I forgot about these things. Oh, good game, my friend. So this is historic, huh? Historic seems pretty good. Historic seems pretty darn good. All right. I'm like 12-2, but that's still pretty good. This is what is called Aristocrats. I've heard Aristocrats be mentioned in game nights and things of that nature. But that's the first time I didn't know what they did until now. So I learned something. I lost, but I learned something. And that's a win, guys. That's a huge win. All right, how many packs do I have? This is lighting up. I only have 2 packs. Let's wait until cracking those. All right, guys. Anyone want to play? Maybe 1 or 2 more games before I hit the head. Oh, wow. It's 12:42. Man, this nap is going to make it impossible for me to sleep. When you said Vengeful Blood Witch wasn't a threat, I snickered so much. Hey, man. That's my naivete. I'm not good at the game, so I was proven totally incorrect. Life gain again? Let's do it, stranger. I want my revenge. Oh, man, if I'm going to end the stream on back-to-back losses, what are you going to do? What are you going to do about it? I have like maybe a 2% chance of winning against you, stranger, but that chance is all I need. As long as the man has hope, he's still a man. When you get rid of that hope, he's just kind of a husk, an empty shell. Oh, did you challenge me? No, I challenged you. Yeah, I challenged you. I'm still getting used to like the UI. So this to me, down in the bottom left, feels like I'm being challenged. But oh well. And Royce, by the way, if you prefer a bigger screen for gameplay and less of my ugly mug, I'm also streaming horizontally. Whatever you prefer. And Cosmic Fool, same to you, but I think you prefer the vertical stream. I'm out there on all the platforms, horizontally and vertically, whichever you prefer. Okay. This hand, that 2% went up to maybe 7. Maybe 7%. When he starts with starting, every time he starts with starting town, I don't have a very good feeling about it. Every time I lost, I think he started with starting town. Okay. Is this what they call a sliver, by the way? I'm pretty sure this is a sliver. Okay. All right. It's getting interesting already. I don't think he runs removal. So I think I just have to do... I think I can just play my creatures and not be scared, huh? He's not getting rid of the... If he gets rid of the Essence Channeler, I got knocked out by the Essence Channeler. There's no way he's trading there. So I felt okay with that. Grave Mother, gotcha. Hey, I'm learning, guys. I've never played against a sliver deck. Never played against one, but I knew it just from being around the game for the last couple weeks. Did I miss anything? No, I did not. I've not missed anything. If I draw removal, I'll feel all right. Lucky you. Oh, no, he does play removal. But at least I played 2 of them, so that's not that bad. He has Ward now. I mean, this is going to be his win con again, it seems like. I didn't draw a freaking land. Okay. Okay. I should have left mana up. Because that targets. I'm going to make this big. maybe even bigger than his Essence Chandler is going to be faster. That's my strategy. He can block. If he blocks with both, I'm still alive. All attacks. What am I doing? Just one attack. Okay, but his deck, at this point, his deck's faster than mine. So it's not looking great, but I could draw a good card on top. I've been drawing pretty well, so there's always hope. Flyer, that doesn't do me any good. That takes away one of my avenues of victory. That's for sure. 5-3. Okay. I don't like where this is going. Until the end of turn, it becomes an avatar in addition. Okay. Okay, that's a terrible draw. Honestly, a freaking awful draw. He only has a 1 flyer in the air. Okay, I think I just got to get it in. Get a blocker on the field, plus I'll buff this up even more. So I got to like that, right? 9, just attacking with one thing, having 2 jump blockers. This is big enough to be a threat on its own. Okay, he's getting rid of a flyer. So that avenue is back on board. I have that avenue as a potential win con if I draw the appropriate cards. Ward 2. The Ward 2 is saving this thing's life for quite a while. Because I honestly don't even want to draw a land at right now. I want to draw something else. I'm going to block that. He's going to gain life. Oh no. Should I wait to block that? Oh man, that feels so bad. Feels so bad. I need to block it because I'm low already. It's fun playing against Slivers and Commander. That rabbit is a problem. Oh man, both of these things are a problem. I drew a land. That doesn't help. +1/+1. Do I keep making this thing huge? Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do a new strat. I'm gonna play this. Hopefully I can outpace his strength gain. And I'm not going to attack. So hopefully he's not going to get big enough to where I can block with this and take one of his threats out. That's my hope. My hope is gone. My hope is gone. I lost again to Stranger. That is now I'm 4-1 against Stranger. 5-1. Stranger is just too freaking good, man. I have to chump block. Well, I do have to chump block one of them. But once again, I'm 1 shy away from getting my creature back. Feels absolutely dreadful doing that. He has such a high life total now. All of his things are threats. 10-8. Shard Mage's Rescue does the absolute square root of jack shite for me right now. The game is over, but I'm going to play it out. Conceding would be ungentlemanly. 3-5. I could kill one of his things. Potentially. Potentially I could. But the way this is going, probably not. And honestly, I can't. Because if one thing goes through, yeah. There's no way out. There ain't no way out for me. No attacks. Good game, Stranger. Go tall has its flaws and removal is a big one. Yeah, for sure. But it seemed like my only option there. His creatures depends on the rabbit's heal. The rabbit is a problem. The rabbit is so unassuming to me. But you're right, 100%. Wait, are you giving me an extra turn? Why are you doing that? What the hell? What's going on right now? Why do you do that? Why do you attack with both things? Is he playing with his food? That'd be kind of Stranger. If you're playing with your food right now, that is rude. It's a rude thing to do. I will not be patronizing. Because of that, you're going to lose this game. Equal to their life. Oh my gosh. That's why. Oh my gosh. You are so annoying. Stranger, you were every time I played against this deck, except for the last time, I've gotten milled out. No Soul Sisters, and assuming I hate them all. Man, that is such a good deck. Such a good deck. Or maybe it's you. Maybe you're the problem, Stranger. The deck is ass, but you're just so good at the game. That's what I'm gonna tell myself. No Soul Sister. That's a new term I learned. I learned the term Soul Sister. That's a great term for those things because it's very accurate. I'd have waited out for the mill. Makes sense. When I realized that's what you did, it made total sense. All right, guys, it is 1 a.m. where I'm at. So I think I would be a fool not to bid y'all adieu. Even though I have to say, I'm having a great time. Having a great time. It's a name of an old card that does that life gain when creatures enters. Oh, wow. I'm learning a lot. Keep playing. Thanks so much, Cosmic Fool. I definitely will. Also, too, actually, before I leave, I know Stranger said he'd watch. I'm putting out the feelers on this. Would any of you guys be interested in me playing Final Fantasy for the first time? Because I've opened a lot of Final Fantasy Magic products, and it's gotten me kind of interested in the game. I'm not a video gamer, so it'd be a new frontier, just like Magic would be. So I want to see if any of you would be interested in watching me play that. Which one? I think I've decided on Final Fantasy X, but I'm open to suggestions. Final Fantasy VII, the remake, looks like... Obviously, I think Final Fantasy VII is like the most popular one. Yeah, let's play Final Fantasy. Hell yeah. All right, at least I got some... Play 7? Yeah, 7 looks good. 7 looks good. Don't play the remake? Oh, don't play the remake? Man, the remake just... When I was looking at the games, the remake, the graphics look just so cool to me. You know what I mean? You can and should get the original. Good choice. 10 is a good one to go with. Yeah, honestly, if I like whatever game I pick, I'm probably going to play the next one and the next one, the next one. Because when I get into things, you can't tell from my room, but just yesterday, the day before, my room was filled with just junk because I just go overboard and everything. It does look nice. Yes, the remake is good, but it's such a different story from 7. Oh, wow. That's interesting. I thought they would be the same story, but I guess that makes sense. Why would you... That would probably alienate a lot of their market if people were like, why would I buy a game I've already played? That makes sense. The thing about Final Fantasy is all the games are different, even on a mechanical level. It's great. Yeah, that sounds pretty exciting. It gets me excited to be, for sure. Because again, I'm not a video gamer, and I feel like... I think it's always sounded fun to me, but just growing up, I never had enough money to buy video games. So I never had video games as a kid, and as an adult, all my money has gone to cards, Yu-Gi-Oh! And the material system in 7 is awesome. Fantastic. All right, I'm glad I have options. And I'm glad you guys are interested. Because that was a big worry for me. To be honest with you. All right, guys, I'm babbling. But once again, once I reach 25 followers on Twitch, I'm giving away a Delighted Halfling, and I'll be giving more stuff away because that's how I want to show my appreciation. Honestly, it's a great time to give stuff away because I'm moving. Less things for me to move with. But anyways, tell your friends once I hit 25, you know what I'm saying, on Twitch. All right, I'm yapping. I do love summons. Dude! I don't know where it is because everything has been moved in the last 24 hours. But one of the decks has so many cards that are summons. And those things are freaking amazing. Honestly, they did a beautiful job designing the cards for Final Fantasy. That's the whole reason I'm getting into the game, to be honest. That's even why it's the question I'm posing right now. So good on them. Wizards of the Coast does good from time to time, even though they get a lot of hate. Which, you know, hand ripping, I hate them for that. The slasher card, hate them for that. So they have their flaws, but they hit home runs every once in a while. And that's why I'm here. All right, guys. Appreciate the hell out of you. Have a great night or day, depending on what time it is, where you're at. I will see hopefully some of you tomorrow because I will be here tomorrow. All right, guys. I'm ending the stream right now.